Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to show you how to draw this cute little guy, Gingerbread Man. This tutorial is going to be fun and easy. I will use my alcohol-based markers, but feel free to use whatever materials you have. And before we jump in, let me remind you to like this video and subscribe to my channel, if you haven't done it yet. I appreciate all your love and support. Also check out my Christmas illustration Skillshare class. Skillshare is a great platform to learn new skills. So guys, if you're interested in taking my class and you've never been a member yet, you can go to the link in my description box for free trial. So that's my outline. I'm not using pencil here as the sketch is pretty easy. Like usual, I'll have the black and white outline to this painting and color palette available for download. Find the link in the description and feel free to use them. To color the cookie, I will use 3 tones of brown. I start off with my lightest marker and cover all the area, avoiding the icing and the scarf. I'm doing it with these circular movements to get this nice smooth base layer. I start increasing the contrast on the sides of the cookie and trying to reproduce that bumpy texture of a dough. For the nice smooth transition between these two colors, I now grab the lightest marker that I use for the base layer and smooth this marker application. Again, all the colors that I use in this video tutorial you can find in the description. It is absolutely free. You can download the file and use it for your project. It also will be useful for you if you're using different marker brands such as Prismacolor or Hoohoo markers or any other brand. Feel free to substitute. Just find similar colors that are close to the colors that I use, and you should do just fine. It's really important to swatch out all your markers before you start your project. And the reason for this is sometimes markers dry a little differently than they look when you're first putting it down. So you want to swatch those out before starting your project. And I like to write the numbers right next to my swatches, so that when I'm looking for a particular marker, I can just refer back to my color swatch and know exactly what I'm gonna get out of it. I'm now adding the cast shadows underneath the buttons and the scarf. Now go on and do the same with the head of Gingerbread Man. Apply the light color first and then increase the contrast and smooth the transition with the lightest tone. Underneath this patch of icing, of course, will be the dark area, as this icing produces a cast shadow onto the head. Now let's work on the scarf. We can either fill it out with a plain color or we can show the texture. I think the drawing will look better if we put a nice knitted scarf on the gingerbread man. Also, you can choose different colors for the buttons and scarf. I've decided to create a contrast here, and since the buttons are red, the green color will be a very good match. And I darken the area in between yarn stitches, creating an additional texture. In some areas, I want to increase the contrast even more, so I'm using the darkest green here. For the cheeks, I use a light pink tone and add some contrast to this patch of icing with the lightest warm gray marker. Be careful here, we don't want to make a white object too dark. I use a colorless blender for the seamless transition. As the process goes on, some areas are getting too pale compared to others. I now go through both core shadows and cast shadows, increasing the contrast and adding more texture to the cookie. For that, I am using the darkest brown marker. Work carefully with this marker as it will be extremely hard to fix dark areas if you overdo it. That is the reason why we work from light to dark, slowly building up the volume. When I'm happy with the color of the gingerbread man, I can now work on cast shadows and add the details with white gel pen. For the cast shadows, I'm using 3 tones of grayish pink color, starting with the lightest marker, building up these cast shadows. As an alternative for the cast shadow, you can use cool gray markers here. You can see how the cookie starts popping out after we added cast shadows. With the white Posca pen, I fix the icing and add some texture to the cookie. I hope you guys enjoyed the process and learned something new today. Thanks for watching till the end. Don't forget to like the video and hit subscribe button. I look forward to sharing more art tutorials with you soon. Let me know in the comments what you want to draw next. See you in the next video. Bye bye!